Hello, and welcome to let's say according to the algorithm today. That's
Love
what
it.
that's what we'll go with. A new podcast by myself, Amy, and my co-host Maria. We're really excited to get things going. Maria, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm lovely. How are you doing today?
Good. Maria and I met through a friend of a friend, our mutual friend, Dan, and we decided that we were going to start a podcast. And so we wanted to take a little bit time today to kind of introduce ourselves, tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about on the podcast. You might know me from Bonded by Bravo with my former co-host Jenna, aka Dom Jen. Me and Jenna still love each other. Jenna was like, I'm good on the podcast. And you guys, that I can't stop talking. So I was like, I need to find somebody that's going to want to talk with me. So our friend Dan connected Maria and I. So we're excited to be here. I, Amy, live in New York City, still in New York, still obsessed with all things Bravo, but we're going to do things a little different this time. Maria, I'm going to throw it over to you. Tell us a little
Oh,
bit about yourself.
all right. So, first of all, I knew Amy through Bonded by Bravo. I was a
Oh,
big
right.
fan.
I forgot about
And you
that.
called me out a couple times in the podcast, which I love. So, our mutual friend Dan, I think he used to do like editing or something for Bonded by Bravo, and I listened to the podcast to check out the editing and then fell in love and became a fan. And I was like, I want to participate in these conversations. But anyways, so I'm Maria. I live in Cary, North Carolina, Raleigh area. I work for a startup, so
Cool.
but I love pop culture. I am 32. My boyfriend is abroad, so Amy and I have a lot to talk about with that. And I think
Yes.
that's it. I love to read. I love pop culture and lots of other hobbies.
We're excited. Maria and I started talking and we realized that I had gone through the K1 visa process. If you don't know, if you've ever watched 90 Day Fiance, it's when your partner lives abroad and you're trying to bring them into the US, and there's a whole visa process. And it's such a crazy visa process that TLC made a show about it. So me and my husband started that process. Well, we did that like 11 years ago, 10 years ago. And Maria's just getting into the thick of it. So we started chit-chatting, and that was something that we were like, we should kind of bring this up and chat about the shit show that is.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that we're really excited about, what we're thinking about for the podcast, is we want to get into the idea of according to the algorithm, or we might call it doom scroll debrief, is every week we're on our phones and what is coming up in our algorithms. I want to know what's coming up in Maria's algorithm, like what weird story, what conspiracy theory, what pop culture that I might be missing that's popping up on Maria's For You page, and let's bring them together and touch base about all the crazy things that are happening on the internet. Of course, we're going to pepper it in. We're not going to leave Bravo or pop culture out of this by any means. But yeah, I think there's a lot that we have to chat about. Anything I might have missed?
Uh, no, you got it. I think reality TV is a big one.
Reality TV,
And I mean, there's just regular TV. I watch a
regular
lot of
TV.
just regular TV. I want to talk about it too.
What are you watching right now?
I am watching Jury Duty.
The new
Have
one.
you Yeah, have you heard of it or have you seen it?
Okay, so I watched the old one and thought it was like the best piece of television that ever existed. It was the funniest thing that I've laughed out loud to in so long.
I think it's so funny too. I actually watched it twice because I watched it myself and then Marco, I was like, well, to get you into American culture, we're going to watch all these American shows. So I put Seinfeld, The
Good one.
Office, and Jury Duty.
Good.
And I was like, these
Okay.
will be perfect.
Does he have a favorite Seinfeld episode yet?
Um, he loves the one where this is a deep cut. It's like
Okay.
Jerry and George are looking for the same apartment. Do you remember? And they both want the apartment, and George is supposed to be showing it to Jerry, and then they both want it, and then neither of them end up with it.
I don't remember
It's
that,
a
but
de- it's a it's so
that's
specific.
also such a New York story. Like, as someone who has searched for like, you would never be dumb enough to show another New Yorker
Mhm.
your apartment that you could potentially have. Like, the competition is out of control.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Seinfeld episode?
No Soup for You.
Okay.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
That's iconic. That's iconic. Do
What's
you know that's
yours?
well, do you know this No Soup for You is based off of a real place in New York City?
Oh,
Like a
are you serious?
yeah. I think it was on the Lower East Side. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, that was like based off a true story, like a true-ish story that there was like the soup guy that they
The
didn't
soup
F
guy.
around.
The
Yeah.
soup Nazi.
Yeah, the
Let's
soup
call him
Nazi. Yeah. I was like, what do they call him? Okay, my favorite. So, like, I have a tendency. I just love Jerry Stiller in general.
Wait, Jerry Seinfeld?
No, Jerry
Who's
Stiller.
Who's
So
that?
that is George's dad,
Well, okay, got it.
and that also is Ben Stiller's dad in real life.
I forgot. No, you're so right. I forgot
It's
about
Jerry
that.
Stiller, right? Yeah, it's
I
Jerry.
think so. He's yeah. Did he pass away?
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But so my favorite one is the Fusilli Jerry. And then George's dad falls on the Fusilli Jerry and like gets hit in the ass with the Fusilli Jerry. Yeah, I think that might be a deep cut. I don't know.
I don't
It's like,
remember.
oh my
I
God.
don't remember. There's so many episodes. I forget them half the time. And then I rewatch it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this was epic.
And it's crazy because I would say, like, I was growing up at the time when Seinfeld was a thing, but it
Same.
was Seinfeld or Friends. And
Yeah.
you like
I was
picked
a
a
Seinfeld
lane.
family.
My family was Seinfeld. I was the Friends. So I would, and
Okay.
they were both on Thursday night, and I was a
Yeah.
Friends gal, but my family was Seinfeld.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Friends that much. We watched so many shows. My mom got me into the Real Housewives, actually. That's like how I
Really?
got, that's how I got into Bravo, through my mom. She would
Whoa.
watch New York Housewives. I think OC was the first one, right?
Yeah.
So,
What's
yeah,
her
back in the
favorite
day.
franchise?
She's fallen off a little bit, but
Okay.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah. What's your favorite franchise? Like, let's get into
Oh,
it. The other
yeah,
thing
yeah,
me and
yeah.
Maria should mention is that we don't know each other. We've never met in real life. We've had probably what, like 3 conversations before this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Texted a bit. So we're getting to know each other as well. So I want to know, what's your favorite franchise?
Okay, that's so hard. It
I
used to
know.
be New York.
Of course.
Before that, it was New Jersey.
Of course. See, this is why I knew we would get along.
But I fell off. Salt Lake, I fell off.
Ooh.
I don't know. Lately, I haven't been liking any of them. I feel like they've been getting too produced lately. Like at Beverly Hills, this season feels really dead.
Yeah,
It
100%.
just, I'm curious to see what they'll do with New York. I know that they're changing the cast up again.
Yeah.
What's your
I
favorite?
I think so. It's weird because to your point, like I've felt like it's been overly produced. The ones that have like gotten into it more, like the 10, 11 seasons you're watching, it's like, okay, did the producer tell you to say this, like, or create this
Mhm.
fight? And it's almost like we know how the sausage is made. Terrible reference, but so
Yeah.
you're not as into it as much, which is why some of the newer casts I really enjoy. Like Salt Lake City is so campy and so weird. I feel like you almost, I know that they're being produced, but I feel like you almost can't produce them because they're so freaking wackadoodle.
They are. Mary Crosby or Cosby? Mary Cosby?
Is it? Yeah.
I
One
don't
of the,
remember.
I mean,
But I feel bad talking about her right now
I
because
know,
her
I know,
son
I know.
passed away.
And deepest condolences.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, she's so, Meredith is wild. No one can stop Heather Gay. Like, she'll tell you if she's being produced. She'll just like full on put it out there. So
Yeah.
that's interesting. I really, 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 really loved Miami.
Same.
And they're like putting it on pause or
I
something.
know. I saw that.
Yeah. I
They
was just
never
like,
got the love after they dropped it the original time. They never really, like, Bravo never really backed them that hard.
I agree. And it's crazy. Do you know what I was reading? That they said that they aired in the summer, which was when like most shows, like, you know, people are on vacation, people aren't watching
Yeah.
as much, so they didn't get the ratings. I'm like, that seems
Yeah.
so unfair because like Marisol, don't even get me
Mhm.
started. Like she's up there on my top 5 housewives. She is, again, I like she's crazy Gertie's just amazing.
Mhm.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
When
Should we talk Summer House?
girl, can you
Not to get
believe?
us off Real Housewives. I just feel like
Let's.
it's
I
a
mean,
big
this
week.
is it's a very, very, very hot topic. Okay, what are your so have you been to Summer House day one, girl?
No, so I
Okay.
did watch Vanderpump. You remember the original episode where Vanderpump switched into Summer House?
When Stassi shows up and
Yeah,
like in her
yeah, in the
white
Hamptons.
turtleneck bathing
Yeah.
suit, you're like, okay, yes, of
So I
course.
watched it initially then, and then I kind of fell off, and then I came back again late, like when Jesse and Wes stepped on the scene is
Oh
when I
wow.
came back.
Okay.
So I'm like 3 seasons hardcore, but before
Okay.
that I was hit or miss. Like I would check in here and then on Paige and Hannah,
Okay. Are you a
but now,
giggler?
yeah, I am a
Of
giggler.
course.
Are you a
Yep.
giggler?
Yes, but I fell off in terms of listening to the podcast, but I'm like, I support whatever they do.
Hmm.
I'm like rooting them on. I think what they did is amazing. I also think if you go back and watch the quarantine episode, the quarantine season, Hannah got such a shit edit that season. And I said this on Bombed by Bravo before, where it was like Amanda looked like a bully in that episode, but they just convinced everyone that Hannah was the bad guy. When you watch it back, it's
Yeah.
crazy to watch. It's so Amanda was the bad guy. And everybody just like agreed with the rest of the group. And Paige was the only one to be bold enough to stick up for her. And yeah, I have thoughts.
Yeah, well, I've been seeing that all over TikTok. People are like, justice for Hannah, justice for Hannah.
If I tell you to go back and watch any season, it's the season
Mhm.
where they're in quarantine. It gives you. How did you become a giggler if you didn't know Hannah then?
I actually listened to Burner Phone. She had a different podcast, or she had
Right. It
another one.
was
It was like
called
Burning
Burning in Hell.
Hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I kind of liked it. And
Yeah.
then and then I told you this. I'm obsessed with her husband, Des
Des
Bishop.
Bishop.
And it's so weird to me that they're married. She doesn't talk about him enough.
But
On her podcast.
I think that's on
Go ahead.
purpose. I think that's on
Yeah.
purpose. Like for her
Yeah.
branding and her marketing.
True. Well, they
Yeah.
very much in the Giggly Squad decenter men. Like if
I
you
love
hear
that.
Paige, she never. I think she's dating somebody,
Oh, she's
and
been.
yeah, she'll be like this guy. Like she never talks about him.
She dates okay, so she dates someone named Joe from
Mhm.
he works for Rich Paul's marketing company, which is a sport marketing company. You know how so Rich Paul is Adele's fiance.
Oh, okay. I knew
I
that
love
name.
being the one to tell you certain things. It's making me so excited. I'm sorry because I can see in your face you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
But
no, I'm putting it together now. Yeah.
I love being able to share. Like I feel smart in something. Okay, so
Yeah.
Rich Paul's marketing company is the guy that Paige is dating, Joe. I think it's Merlino or something like that.
Mhm.
Marlino. That's also like a Philly mobster. Anyway, the guy that she's dating works for him and is like loaded, makes a ton of money. They were seen at a Philadelphia Eagles game the month after she broke up with Craig. So it was a little scandalous. Not
I
scandalous, but
remember.
people were like, is there overlap?
Yeah.
So, and he, it seems, she said she'd never put him on blast again. And I think I love that they decenter men. Like my personality is not my husband. No, thank
Mhm.
you. That's
And
boring.
I noticed that on your TikToks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I hope
God,
I
don't make
hope
me.
that I can say I'm the same.
It's like our partners are compliments, but like they're not my life. Like when people say that their husbands or boyfriends are their best friends, like I just think you're a loser. Like, no, I have a best friend.
Well,
Sorry.
I've told you this, so I know I feel the same way. I've told you this, like my book club, so it's all
Oh,
girls, right? And I love that. But then they started bringing the boyfriends around. And I'm
to
like, first of all,
what?
they didn't read the book. So now we can't even talk about the
Wait,
book.
whoa.
Yeah.
How
It
can it be a
pisses me
book club
off.
if there's boys there?
I don't even feel like it's a book club anymore. It just feels like a couples meetup where my boyfriend doesn't live here. So I'm just like, hey guys, I'm literally the seventh or ninth wheel at all times. It's not working for me, but
I just don't like I don't see book clubs with men there.
I know, and I just really like having girl time. I really
Oh,
like that.
don't get me
It
started.
gives me an adrenaline rush when I can have a good girl session with one of my friends
Yeah.
and just get it all off my chest.
100%. That's what you need.
Yeah.
I don't even know this question. Do you drink?
Yeah. Do you?
Okay. Yeah. I
I
drink
don't drink
a
it.
lot, Maria.
I don't drink as much as I used to for weight
Good.
reasons,
That's
but
great. That's
I
great.
love
I'm
a
on a
good I love
GLP-1, so I can have the best of both worlds.
okay, I saw your TikTok about
Mm.
GLP-1 and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And you were mentioning thyroid cancer when I was like, "I had no
Oh
idea
yeah.
this about her."
I don't know if you can see
I
my
can see you have a
scar.
scar.
Yeah.
When was
We
this?
actually, this is actually really ridiculous. Okay, I might talk about Bonded by Bravo sometimes on here just for
Please
reference.
do.
Okay, cool. And we might have like a follower or two, but I'll never forget. It was like our second episode of Bonded by Bravo, and I had gotten half my thyroid removed the day before, and I was like, we have to do it for the podcast. We had like -2 followers on Instagram, and I was like, we have to do it. And I recorded our
Uh-huh.
podcast because I think it was also like in the height. It was May 2023. Yeah. And it was the height of like Scandal. So like you
Oh,
had to
you had to
be
record. You had to be on
had to
that.
record. And I was like editing with like one eye, like taking my medication, my pain
Oh my
meds, like
god.
just like yeah.
What's up
Um
with you starting podcasts during major scandals between Amanda Gate and Sandoval
People
Gate?
are calling it
Scandal.
Scamanda. Let's get back to
Scamanda.
Scamanda.
Yeah.
We started talking about our thoughts on Scamanda.
Mhm.
I want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, I don't even know where to start. I always felt crazy because I never really liked Amanda, but
Hmm.
people loved her. And so I was like, okay, maybe something's wrong with me. I'm just not getting it.
What didn't you like?
She just never seemed that fun to me.
This is so funny. This is Meek. My husband would
He
always say
thinks
the
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
100%.
I
And
sound like Kyle. Summer's supposed to be fun.
no, but
Amanda, not fun.
I also felt similar ways. It's funny, like I'm thinking about the one time she liked one of our Bonded by Bravo stories, and I'm like, is she listening? Like, if she
Oh
liked it and then
God.
immediately unliked it because it was about Kyle.
Okay.
But I took a screenshot, so there's proof.
Hell yeah.
But I felt the same way. Like she was trying too hard to be
Mhm.
fun. And you had such other bigger personalities in the house that it was hard for you to even see what was going on with her.
Yeah, Paige, I miss her commentary.
For sure. The other thing I think is I think it was the right move in a sense that like her being gone takes everybody out of the bed. Sierra's going out more,
True. They
Amanda's
did.
going out more.
I noticed that on Amanda's birthday episode, they went out until late and they were
Yeah.
up partying at the house. I had never seen them do this before.
Yeah. And that's what I think, with all due respect to Paige, was just, it was like almost holding them back because the girls would like, they're really close friends.
Hmm.
Paige, Amanda, and Sierra. Well, they were. So it would
Yeah.
keep them there. Okay. But back to Amanda. Thoughts?
I mean, I just like, I know this is a pretty mundane thought, but I just feel so bad for Sierra. I think she's handling it really well. I liked her interview of Sydney Sweeney on the carpet where she just like
So
looked at the
iconic.
camera.
So iconic.
But did
Break
you
that
see,
fourth
I
wall.
didn't see this, but I did hear there was footage of her crying when the news broke on the, did you see that on the curb?
Yeah. So
She
I'm
like
going to tell
sat down
you
and,
two news
yeah.
sites that you must follow if you're not
Okay.
following these Instagram accounts. Dumois. They
Yep.
break
Okay.
all of the latest news, and Bravo and Cocktails. If you're not subscribed to Bravo and
Okay.
Cocktails, it's $80 a year. It is worth every single
Oh, you
penny.
pay for it?
So
Okay.
there's like parts of it you don't pay for, but if you want like the exclusive, like when Scandal broke, she had all of it, like all of the leaked hidden stuff behind like the paywall. It's worth every
Okay.
penny. It's never disappointed. So yes, there was the picture of her like in meat packing, sitting, but she looked
Hmm.
like Sierra's gonna be so fine. Sierra's gonna be so fine.
Yeah, she's gonna be set.
Yeah.
I don't think she should come back. Do you think she should come back for season 2 or the next season?
That's a good
Because
question.
remember what happened to Vanderpump? They all hated
Mm,
each other and it was just weird. The whole next season was forced.
yeah. I can't see her wanting to be on TV with West, but I want to see her on TV. And it's not like
Yeah.
she's going to go to the city. I think
Yeah.
she needs another season to build up more rapport. Like when Ariana came back for her last season, like
Mhm.
like build it up, get because people are going to want to see her on TV this summer. Get her bag, get your money, and then make your exit after next season.
Yeah. She has big things coming though. I saw Rihanna's trying to hook her up with Michael B. Jordan. I was like,
Oh,
that that's who she should be dating. I don't know
like
why she's dating guys like West and Austin from Summer House.
no, but
It's
like
insane. She could be with like way bigger people.
and like let Rihanna be your friend. And
Yeah,
imagine you're Amanda and Rihanna unfollows you on
I
Instagram.
know. I know.
The other thing that really pissed me off was that when all of this happened, the day after it happened, West got 50,000 new followers on Instagram.
And I realized I was a new follower from like a couple days before like
But
Amanda Gate because he was posting on TikTok like these really great takes on ice and I was loving he did like a cooking video. I loved it. He did one of him putting his face in an ice bath
oh my
and
God,
I
I
had
can't tell you
never
how many times I watched that video.
I know because I was not a fan. Like I never found him on TikTok or anything. And then all of a sudden he showed up on my For You page and I was like, oh, I got to follow him. And then
Right.
I immediately unfollowed him after Amanda
Same.
Gate. But I realized he had just gained a ton of followers.
A ton. And I went back and looked, and since Kyle came out and said that, he's lost like 4,000 followers. I've literally
Oh,
been
that's
like
not much
clocking it.
though.
No, he was at like 419 and he's at 430. This is weird. Why do I know this? These are
Yeah.
the weird things that I do.
These are, it's important for you. This
This
is
is
boots on the ground journalism.
boots on the ground journalism. Yeah, I think so. I have a friend of a friend that's friends with West, and she texts me. She's like, "Do I need to check in on my boy?" And I was like, "I would." She's like, "What's going on?" She does something. I'm not going to say what she does because
Uh huh.
whatever. But she does something completely different, and is in her like she's really busy at work right now and she can't like she was like do I need to like check in on him and I was like I think you should see how he's doing. I do feel like this doesn't give me Scandival vibes. Like don't I don't know if I think it's not that big of a deal. I think I am more like people will recover quicker.
I think people will recover quicker. I don't know where we go from here, though.
No.
I think next season's going to be quite a shift, and I think it's interesting because this has created a conversation around how Amanda treats other girls. Like, did
Mm.
you see the discourse around Lexi? Because I really felt like they did Lexi wrong last season,
Lexi
but
to me was so iconic for how young she was and the
mhm.
fact that she was able to like talk about her feelings. I've really enjoyed watching her.
I hope she comes back next season.
Ooh, what
I
were they
think
saying
that would
about
be
Lexi and Amanda?
people are saying like I'm pretty sure she came in as Amanda's friend.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure and then she kind of just got ostracized. Like I feel like the girls kind of just left her on an island.
Yeah,
And same I think they're and this is another thing we talked about having Paige and the three of them together as bed bugs. It did become a little clicky, like the old
for
guard versus
sure.
the new guard. I
For
feel
sure.
like that this season or if in the next season maybe they'll be more inclusive, especially if Sierra
Hopefully.
and Amanda aren't as close anymore or
I don't know
even
if
talking to
I
each
don't think
other.
Amanda will come back. I
You
don't
don't think
foresee
so?
that. No, I think she'll go and move forward with the city to avoid all of that. And I think Sierra, and if anybody's coming back, it's going to be Sierra and West. I don't think
Okay.
Amanda will ever step foot on that show again.
What do you think of In the City? Did you see the trailer?
So it's funny. Me and Meek were talking about this, and I think it looks great. And it's also like we're those people that live in New York and love living in New York and love any show that shows New York. Which I know that's like kind of corny, but
No,
like
when I lived in LA, I still feel that way about
yeah,
LA.
Yeah, that's
The
great.
show I Love LA gave me life. And I
That
don't even live in LA
show,
anymore. It
I
was
know I am not the demographic for that show, but we should just have a whole episode on Rachel Sennett.
uh-huh.
I'm obsessed with her. She's so
Same.
weird and goofy, and as
Mhm.
an actor, like, all I think is, like, I wish I had the balls at that age. I wish I had the balls at that age to be my authentic self. It's just like, and what's the other girl's name who's stunning, beautiful, gorgeous with the
Oh
curly
my
hair?
god. Why am I forgetting her
I feel
name?
so old. She
No,
is
but you
like,
know what? I've seen her in real life before. She lived across the street from my boyfriend in LA, and she had so many pets. What is her name?
okay,
Um,
that so
she was
many
kind of a
pets.
mess.
I mean,
Odessa Zion.
yeah.
Yeah.
She gives a mess vibe. Like, you know what her apartment looks like. It smells like a cigarette and like patchouli. Like, that's the vibe. But she is stunning, beautiful, chaotic to
Yeah.
look at. Now, we talked about this before. We're all over the place. But okay, we found out that we're Call Me by Your Name fans
Oh
equally.
my god, yes.
So does that mean you're also like a Timothy Chalamet fan?
I'm losing my love for him a little bit, but
Yeah.
I really loved who he used to be. There's something about the way he used to carry himself that was so like earnest and cute and charming. And
Yeah.
Call Me by Your Name exactly is exactly exemplifies what I'm talking about. And the interviews he used to do, he was so humble, and now I feel like he's getting too big for his britches. Do you still like him?
I have a talent crush on him. I realized
Okay,
it's
that's
what it
fair.
is. Like,
He's extremely talented.
and again, I notice that I find myself having talent crushes on young people who are vulnerable because that's what I wish I could have been to get what I like. He's such a good actor because he's vulnerable. And Call Me by Your Name. I mean, how many times have you watched it?
I used to literally go on my lunch break because I worked in an office. So on my lunch break, I had it downloaded on my phone because my friend got a viewing because she was gonna part of the Oscars. Like, I don't know how I got an
Shut
early
up.
viewing. So I watched it. So I would watch it half at a time because I couldn't I had an hour lunch break, and I would just
Right.
come back. I would be sobbing. Do you remember the last scene where he's crying
Of
looking at the fire?
course. And the
I would
song
just
that's playing,
this
that's the one that you put.
Sufjan Stevens.
Oh,
No, you're thinking the song I put on my
they played was from when
Instagram.
they were dancing in the.
Yeah. My favorite scene is when they're like at some historic site, and Oliver is asking him about like what
Yeah.
is the site, and Elio's like, "Oh, this is actually from World War whatever." And he's like, "You just know everything." And he's like, "I know nothing, Oliver. I know nothing, Oliver." You know that scene? He just keeps
Of
repeating it
course. Ew, I
over and
just got
over
the
again.
chills.
It
You know
used to
what?
be my
My
Instagram bio. I know nothing.
This is so crazy. I found someone. Do you know what my favorite scene is?
What?
When they're walking in the courtyard and like they had rode their bikes into town. And it's the first time it's like clear that they're like testing the connection, sort of. And he
Uh-huh.
says, "You know what things."
That's the same scene. We're talking about the same scene.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
because it goes. Hold on. I
I
need to
thought you were
watch it again.
talking about when they were like with his dad in the thing.
No.
Okay, yeah. We're talking about the same
That's
scene.
exactly the same scene. He's
I
like,
just got the.
oh my God.
Okay, I've watched that movie. Like, that was like the one movie that was downloaded on my computer and my phone ever, and I've watched it too many times. I'm going to ask you another one.
Okay.
See where we're at. Have you watched Normal People?
Yes, I love Normal People. I haven't
Okay.
watched it in a bit yet.
Okay.
Or I
Were
haven't
you a
watched it in a while.
rewatcher of Normal People? I was.
No.
Okay.
Tried to get Marco to watch it with me. So I put it on again, and he wasn't into it.
Yeah, I couldn't. I'm like, what's Marco like? Like, what's his vibes?
He's very into history.
Interesting.
He's extremely laid back. I am extremely type A and
Okay.
anxious, and he's like super laid back. He's Italian for
Yep.
people who need
Right.
to know. Very Italian, very strong accent. He's not a
Hot.
great cook.
Hot.
But in terms of shows, he's really into like kind of corny shows. He watches Shrinking, which I couldn't
Ooh.
really get into. I just
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
like
don't know.
saying that, and I don't know if I could either. I watched like this.
I don't know. I watch like more intense shows. Like I tried to get
Okay.
him into The Last of Us and Paradise and Silo and like
Okay,
sci-fi
so
shows.
you like post-apocalyptic, or like I
Love.
could not be farther from that.
Well,
Look
I
at my
think
face. I don't mean
I
to.
kind of have boy taste in shows sometimes, I've
Okay.
noticed.
Okay.
What are you
Interesting.
into? Well, yeah, no, wait. Let's hold off. I want to hear about Meek because
Uh,
I don't know much about him other than he's from Belgium.
he's from Belgium. Met on an elephant excursion in Thailand. We did the 90-day fiance thing. He also loves history, which was really
Okay.
interesting. I think we said this, like he knows all of the state capitals in the US, but also like any country capital in the world. He would kill me for saying this out loud. Like he is also a huge NFL person, and he
Okay.
started being obsessed with NFL in Belgium. I'd say he's a huge sports person, just like
I I would hate that. I hate
sun
sports. I don't know what I would do.
Sundays in the fall, and like from September to February, he doesn't exist. He sits with his three screens and watches football from now it's like 9 a.m. until 11:30 at night. And he's like
Honestly, though, that's good for you. Now that I think about it, I take back what I said because you can just do your own thing. That's nice.
Sundays are a
You need a
great
different TV
day.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like, well, he has his computer. Like, so where I'm sitting now, he'll watch on his
Hmm.
computer and then have other screens. So like it doesn't mess with my TV time.
Good.
Um, yeah. And he's got
I
an
don't know what
accent.
I'm gonna do. Oh, he has an accent.
Yeah, but I think
Love
it's
it.
different than Italian. Well, yeah, of course it's
Marco's
different than
accent
Italian.
is
Duh.
it's very strong because to me he sounds very normal. I don't hear anything, but then we'll
Same.
go out to eat or something, and people like he'll order, and the server will be like, "Wait, excuse me, can you repeat yourself?" And
But that's an
I realize it. I'm like, "Oh, it is a strong accent," because I
it's
can't hear it.
well, I don't hear his anymore unless he says words like his THs sound like D's, so smoothie
Okay,
instead of like smoothie.
okay.
My friends will like make an equivalent to like Arnold Schwarzenegger, which isn't it, but
Ooh, that's
if
hot.
you had to, yeah, it's not as hot as like when I make them speak French. But what was I saying about accents? Anyway,
Well,
oh,
not
when we
even
go,
noticing them.
but the other thing too is like when I lived in Philly, people were more like, "Would you say?" But when we live in New York now, like everybody, like I said, like you're not going to be as cool in New York as you were in Philly, being like the only Belgium guy. Like no one's
Yeah.
going to care that you're, not from the U.S. and in New York because no one is.
Does that kind of piss you off though? Like sometimes when people are like, "Excuse me, I can't understand you." I'm like, "You just try." Have you never
it
been around somebody from another country? It pisses me off.
it pisses me off so bad because I'm also a pit bull when it comes to like my man.
Yeah.
But like don't like yeah, it really pisses me off. So because you exactly. And they're like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "He said milk." For some reason,
Yeah.
half and half was always a really hard one for him. They're like, everybody, it's always when he says half and half. Anywho, let's stop talking about men.
I
Boring.
want to talk about can we talk about the latest episode though of Summer House?
Yeah. And then I think
I
we should
want to
talk. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you think of Sabrina, Ben's new girlfriend.
I think she's insane. I think
She came on strong,
strong.
but she's fucking
Of
gorgeous.
course, but like she's stunning, gorgeous, came on real strong, lots of personality, but like
It
I
was giving
almost
fangirl.
how she's like, "I heard so much about you and I love you." And it's like,
Yeah,
let's
the way she came on with Sierra, she's holding her hand and she's like, "I
oh
love
God.
your energy." It was too much. I would have felt uncomfortable because I
That
get really uncomfortable if somebody's touching me that I don't
oh my
know.
God.
And they're making
Aim.
super close eye contact with you too, eye to eye. I can't do that.
The touching and the holding of the hand, like if anyone's holding my hand, I'm literally figuring out a way to get my hand out of there. Like, please,
Same.
oh my God. And like the caressing of the hand. Also,
Hmm.
when people speak energy stuff to me, You lost me. You lost me. I already am making a judgment about you, which I know is like not nice either. But again, I'm from Philly. Like we talk about
Yeah.
energy in a different way.
Yeah. No, I think when she was talking about Sierra's energy, she was like, "You're a good person inside and out." I think she was not even talking. I think she's like, Basically, I watched the show and I know about you." She was just giving that away,
Ew.
basically. And then when she said to Amanda, I thought this was way too far. From the first time meeting her, she's like, "So what are you and Kyle doing?" And do you remember? I was just like, you don't ask somebody that you just met.
And then the other, like this whole thing about Amanda saying to her about being in love. I'm going to be team Amanda on this, that like she probably was just like, it doesn't seem that serious. Sabrina seems like she's a little,
I don't know. I kind of disagree.
oh,
I
tell
think
me.
I just think it was a one of those backhanded things. I don't think Amanda meant it to be. Like I literally
Mm,
think she was just I'm sure she was a little tipsy. I'm
yeah.
sure she was just it just came out of her mouth. She didn't think anything of it. But if you dissect it, it is kind of problematic. I would never say that to somebody I just met. I wouldn't be like, "Oh, yeah, your boyfriend? Oh, he everyone thinks he likes me." That's a wild thing to say.
That is a wild thing to say. And it's interesting that you're saying this because as you were saying that, it's making me realize the last 2 weeks episodes, I've looked at Amanda completely differently than how I usually look at her. And I think that's what a lot of it's happening with a lot of viewers. And I usually would say, I don't think Amanda meant that on purpose. Like she isn't malicious. She's not like that.
Mhm.
Like she doesn't have it in her. But it's interesting because it's like I feel like I'm watching an old version of her. I don't know how to say it in a different way.
I get what you're saying. This new information does muddy our picture of them. Like
For
I was
sure.
listening to Danny Pellegrino on his
Shout
podcast.
out.
He was basically saying West is now ugly to him. And I
But
agree
it's
because
true.
I used to think West was so hot, just the
So
way he
hot.
dresses and stuff. And now
Love his
I don't know if I still like his fashion, but I'm
he's
kind of seeing past his aura, if that makes sense. Like he had a hot,
a
I don't know,
vibe.
vibe. He had a vibe.
We had a whole conversation when they first came on the show about like who would you date, Jesse or West? And West gives BDE without a doubt. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gives BDE. He's the epitome of BDE, which is why he has like multiple girls in his DMs, why he's doing his thing. Like he also is like what, 27, 28, living in New York, maybe 29. Like I know we're going hard at West, but like this just is the name of the game. Like he could laugh a lot of chicks into bed. I've let a West laugh me into bed
Oh, I've let
more than once.
several Wests let me.
Several Wests. Several Wests. There was a north, an east, a south, and a west. Like, give me a break, you know? I get it.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
And everyone's like, oh my God, there's all these girls that he was like exclusive with. I'm like, guys, shut up. No, he wasn't. No, he
Here's where he went
wasn't.
wrong though. Here I forgive him if he didn't try to court Sierra again.
Uh,
That really rubbed me the wrong way.
and this is what's
Because
getting,
she
yeah.
was moving on. She was moving on and then he brought her back. That's where you really got me.
But this is the thing. He needs the attention. He needs the
True.
attention. He didn't like it when she didn't like him and he was trying to put that up. But then as soon as she let him back in a little bit, oh my God, I can think of like the exact line cook that I let do this to me. And you feel pathetic about it. You feel pathetic. And I think the other thing that's interesting that they're talking about is like how Sierra was brave enough to have the difficult conversation with her cast about what it's like as a Black woman dating a white man and the discord and like the conversations that are coming her way about like letting a white guy play her on TV. A lot of people are talking about how this is beyond just a betraying friendship issue. It's also about like, how do you feel about Black women and the way that they're being treated?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're contributing to that now, Amanda.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up. I think I sent you a TikTok
Uh,
about it
you
because
probably
I They were breaking down the race aspect of it all, and
Mm.
I completely agreed with what the guy was saying. He was saying it's so much deeper than
Mm-hmm.
just a guy who kind of like is hooking up with a friend of a girl or something
For
like that.
sure. Yeah.
I really like the conversations they're having this season around race. I think Sierra's situation with her house. Did you see she's
Oh,
talking about like generational wealth and accumulating? I love that conversation.
it was so interesting too. And also to now have Sierra around, like usually it's like Sierra and they cast like, it was Mia for a while. But it's good to see her have allies in the house and having them have that conversation. The conversation between TJ, Mia, and Sierra a few weeks back got a lot
Oh,
of
KJ,
KJ. What did I say?
where they're
TJ?
all
I'm
yeah,
mixing
where they're all
hospitality.
sitting like sitting on
Yes.
the ground. I love the three of them. They could
It's
have a
just
spin-off show.
But that's what, and I think it's like bringing a part of Black culture into a predominantly white space. And we want to see that. I think
Yeah.
it's known that Bravo overall as a network is a predominantly white network. Like the
Yeah.
people that are watching, and it's interesting now, like that also has to be a lot of weight on Sierra's shoulders. Like I can't imagine what that's like.
So much. Remember, okay, do you watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
Okay, I felt like Garcelle felt the weight a
Top
lot.
five. Yeah. Of
And then,
course. And I
yeah,
mean,
and
the
it's the
people
same
that,
situation.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean it's the same situation as Sierra. It's so much pressure. You don't feel like you have any allies.
Right.
She had Sutton, and then I felt like Sutton wasn't a true friend to her. And
And
now the only black woman on the show, I forget her name. What is her name?
oh my God,
Bose.
Bose. And she's also like, she's an icon. She's so
Yeah, she
iconic.
is. I love her.
Her and Garcelle together too. Like that would have, they were together for one season, right?
They were, but they didn't really get along
Mm, interesting. That's a
because they
bummer.
had like separate alliances, kind of.
Yeah.
Bose
That's,
really came quick to Dorit. They paired up.
but yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Yeah. I think overall though, moral of my story is, I mean, I'm going to be Team Sierra.
Yeah.
I do think though too, like the parasocial part of it where people are like death threatening people is a little freaking wild. I think you can be a fan of the show and feel a certain way about what's happening and support Sierra without also threatening Amanda. I have been in weird places in my life where I didn't make the best decisions, like in my 20s and
Same.
third, right? Like, and you do stupid shit that you're not proud of. Um, and I don't like, I wouldn't want that to be on national television.
I would be screwed if my college
Screwed.
escapades were on national television.
I'd say like my college and then like when I was single again in my early 30s, like, holy shit. Holy shit. And then yeah, I would, yeah. And it's almost like we really, 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 when all this stuff happened with Scandival, we really like hung Raquel out to dry.
It was I messaged her like I was like, "Hey, like I'm thinking of you, blah blah blah."
That's
Because I
nice.
was like, "This is too much. This
She
is
was,
insane."
and again, she was like, what, 25, 26, letting some douchebag just manipulate her. I know Amanda and Sierra will never be friends again. And for Amanda, this is going to be a lifelong lesson. And Sierra will thrive from this.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship for 7 years. Moved away to another country because I couldn't figure out how to get away from my boyfriend. And I found like I had a best friend at the time and found out that her little sister, who was like a little sister to me, started dating my ex boyfriend. And it was like, for me at that time, it was like, oh my God, crazy, heartbreaking, all of the things. It makes you like question everything. But at the end of it, like you trim the fat. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'd still be friends with that person now. Like we've grown such different lives, things have changed. Like our values didn't line up then. And, that's just kind of What happens?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are saying that Sierra and Amanda weren't really as close friends as we think they were.
That's hard to see
Because
because then they like this past week they cut to that spot where like they're laying in bed together and Sierra's like, "You're an amazing person. You're a beautiful person. You're a." But the other thing is, I was going to say this earlier. Amanda always felt like the third wheel to the other girl in the house. Like it always felt like
true.
Sierra and Paige, Paige and Hannah, and Amanda was like the third person to that.
I feel you. That totally makes sense. Amanda, I feel like, is always the person who brings somebody new into the group. Her and she brought Ben. Who brought Bailey? And when I say
God, I wish no
half
one
the time they didn't even bring
know
them.
each other. I think it was
the
Amanda.
Producers,
Yeah.
the producers are just like, hey, say you're friends. They'll come in with you.
I think it was Amanda. No, was it?
I don't remember. But then we're also forgetting the other girl who came in with Bailey. Nobody talks about her.
What's her name? Levi?
Levi. They just
did I make that up
off the show. No, you didn't. Same thing. Levi is last season's Bailey, different Bailey. They also just like cut them out. They were like, no.
Yeah, Lexi. Oh yeah. Bailey was last year. Wait, who's the other new girls? Okay, the blonde Bailey we're talking about now.
Yeah, we're talking. Okay. I'm talking about two different Baileys.
Okay.
So last season they cut Bailey out, who came with Lexi, and this season they cut Levi out, who came with the new Bailey.
Right. I think Levi will come back next season. I think Bailey will come back next season.
You don't like Bailey?
Oh my God. If you want to know anything about me,
I like her. What's wrong with her?
Do you know what I think it is? New York is full of Baileys. They're everywhere. There's a Bailey everywhere. Okay. And I think I'm a little too old for Bailey. Like Gen Zers just running rampant through this city. And I just feel like she feels really young to me.
Okay, that's interesting. So I liked her. Well, maybe I could see myself a little bit in her shoes when she called out. She was like, Ben, like, you totally want to fuck Amanda. Total foot in your mouth thing to say. And I could see myself saying that and being like, fuck. And then the way he came at her, God, I thought that was too much.
I thought that was so aggressive, and I would have fucking punched him in the dick. That's what I would have done.
And the way she was crying, I was like, I could see when I was in my 20s, I would have responded. Yeah. Like that. Now I would have fought back. True. But in my 20s, I would have been really thrown off like she was. And she was like crying and didn't go out that night. And I was like, I feel bad for her. And now I say justice for Bailey because I feel like Amanda and Ben really did hook up. I really do think he liked Amanda.
Oh my God, is that why they're going so hard about it?
I don't know.
And there was a blind last summer that said this summer house girl is cheating on her partner. And everybody's going down there. That's actually interesting. The Bailey thing, you know what? Now that you're saying that. So this last week when Dara confronted her, I kind of liked how she was like, so were you not in Ben's room? Yeah. Like, I don't know what you were doing there, but like, were you not?
Yeah.
I kind of liked that.
She handled that really well. She was like,
yeah.
Where do I come in? Or something like that. When she was like, where do I come in, Dara?
But also, I mean, if we want to talk about a pick-me girl, Dara, girl, tell me you wanted to be on the show so bad without telling me you wanted to be on the show so bad.
I didn't think about that. Because you're right. She came in, because didn't she hook up with Wes before?
Yeah, they were dating.
And
she's
then
like, Wes
came
is the
back for Ben, and then she ended up with KJ.
The KJ of it all too. Like, I do not see that at all. I don't see that. I don't get it. So cute. I think she picked him to be on the show.
I mean, you could be right. I mean, a lot.
Who knows? Who knows?
You're right.
But like, but maybe not. But I think that I want to get down. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go. You go.
Her TikTok account. She's really good at makeup. I started.
What? Oh, at makeup.
She's like a makeup TikToker. Like she does like get ready with me and shows her makeup routine. And she's
interesting.
Really good.
Okay, so this actually brings us to our next segment, which is what a lot of our show will be on. Our show's going to be, we're going to be talking about what's in our algorithm this week. I think maybe also like let's throw in some of our favorite TikTokers because I bet we don't have the same. And I think it's good to like showcase like, hey, what's going on? So I want to know, Maria, what is in your algorithm this week?
Okay, let's see. Haley Beck,
Okay,
Noah
we need to
Beck's
talk.
little sister.
Yeah, talk about
What
this.
else? The Real Lives or The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Taylor
Okay.
Frankie Paul. And
Okay.
then just a bunch of funny shit.
Okay,
Like
tell me,
funny skits.
what is your like best funny, like when you're thinking of the funny skits, like
Oh my god,
girls?
I can't even think of the
Okay,
names of these people.
fair.
Like
I want to know.
political commentary.
That's always good ones. What is your,
Mhm.
tell us about the Haley Beck thing? Because I know that's been on your algorithm for a minute.
Yeah, well, because okay, so do you know who Haley Beck is? Do you?
From you telling me, but let's tell
Okay,
the
okay.
people.
So yes, Haley Beck is Noah Beck's little sister. Noah Beck is like that popular TikToker. He has like 32 million followers or something. He made it big during COVID times.
And didn't
So,
he
and he
date
dated Dixie
D'Amelio?
D'Amelio.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like her.
So his little sister is getting a ton of news right now because she's a teacher for high school and she started texting, having inappropriate relationships with a student. And why it's making news is not only because she's Noah Beck's sister, because the texts leak and they're so cringe.
Oh my
Like
God, can you send them
normally,
to me?
I will send them to you. It's bad because normally the teacher is the one in power in the relationship, but he is totally like he owns her. He does not like
16-year
her.
old?
He does not like her. She looks really pathetic. She'll be like, "You didn't say I love you back." And it's really embarrassing. It's cringy. And then come to find out he's also having an affair with another teacher who's in her 40s. So he's seeing two teachers. He's playing them so hard. And
He's gonna
honestly,
get so much ass in high school. I mean, in college. Sorry,
yeah.
is that
I'm
inappropriate to
pretty sure
say?
he's the quarterback or something like that.
Stop it.
So here's my theory on Haley Beck. My
Okay,
theory is that she wasn't cool in
popular.
high school, and now that she's a teacher and the quarterback is giving her attention, she's like acting like a high schooler. She's acting way too young for her age.
The
And
other
then
thing that's, yeah, go ahead.
no, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
The other thing that like, so like there was a controversy like this in my high school when I was growing up.
What?
Where like one day Mr. Costello, oh, maybe I shouldn't say names. One day the teacher was in the classroom and the next day he wasn't. And it was like something went down. But this was before things went in the newspaper and they just, Catholic schools just like got rid of the problem. So we never know if anything happened. But the other
Okay.
thing is, so like I have a friend who was a teacher and she taught high school and she started teaching at 23. And some of these 18-year-old boys, I mean, I am not justifying this by any means, but some of these 18-year-old boys look like grown ass men. This sounds like I'm justifying it, doesn't it? I'm not justifying this.
Okay, so I get what you're saying that they're young. They're young when
Yes.
they come in. It's still
Some of the
weird.
teachers are young. It's so weird. It's absolutely so weird. Sometimes I think, because my husband's 6 years younger than me, like,
Oh, is he
am I,
really?
yeah. And then I'm like, am
I
I a
didn't.
pervert? You know, you're like, am I a pervert? Because like, if he was in high school and I was a teacher, no, that sounds so weird. What am I
That
saying?
is weird to say.
But there's also like the power dynamic that you always have to like, yeah.
Well, that's why I don't think she can get in trouble for this. Like, I don't think, like, legally, I don't know that she's actually looking at a crime.
Oh,
I think
really?
yeah, I was listening to a TikToker whose husband is a DA, and he read the text
Oh.
and he was like, I don't really think you can prosecute this because it's all about power and balance, and he has the power in this situation. And so
So
I don't
like
know.
the teacher was being groomed? Oh my God, you have to send me these texts. This is so crazy.
It's really embarrassing. She'll be like, I feel like you're only using me for my money, and he'll be like, haha, and then request money.
No, stop. Stop. And she was sending him money?
She was sending him money. She honestly, it sounds like he was like, basically, can you pick me up from the airport? And she's like, oh, I thought you're busy. And he's like, if you give me, basically, can I say this? He was like, basically, just like, give me head. I'm paraphrasing it big time, but he was just asking her for sexual favors. Apparently,
Oh,
she
what?
has a cop boyfriend. He mentions that. He's like, it's funny that you're breaking the law when your boyfriend's a cop or something like that. I need to send it to you. I'm
Oh my
paraphrasing.
God,
I'm sure somebody's going to
please.
hear this and be like, that's not exactly how it went. That's how I am when I listen to Heather McDonald on Juicy Scoop.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
not right. What are you
No,
talking
what did she
about?
talk? But also, like, girl, nobody's listening.
Well, our one friend
Our one
Dan is
friend
going to
Dan
be
will
listening.
listen. Shout out Dan. And Jenna's gonna be listening. If I know her, she's gonna be a supportive queen.
Love that.
So my algorithm right now, we're getting
Yeah.
set up for Coachella. And
Okay.
I have never been to Coachella. You couldn't pay me. That's not true. Like if I was famous enough and I could do it like the fancy ways, I'd go. But I every year pray that the Coachella gods come down and send me like some chick that's like camping, having a camp. I don't want the influencers. Well, sometimes you'll get an influencer on there, but like I want the folks that are camping, roughing it, Coachella. So like I'm warming up. I got a few last night, so I feel good about that. Also on my algorithm, so I think I mentioned this to you, like my algorithm's real weird, real
Okay.
weird. So like one of my favorite things, shout out cook with Ming underscore. This is always on my algorithm, and it's some woman somewhere in Asia who creates bento boxes for her child
Oh,
and
I love that.
creates them, and you just watch what they put in the bento box and how it's prepared. So this is how weird
That's
the
really cute.
algorithm
That's
can
really
be.
cute.
How do you explain TikTok to people? Like this is what you stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning doing.
I don't know. I used to be, and you told me you have this like hoof cleaning videos. I
I'm
got really into
obsessed.
that.
Oh my God, same. Nate the Hoof guy. Was he your guy?
Yeah. And what do they call it? The people who farriers, the people who put on the the horse hooves or the horseshoes on horses. I love that.
I can't believe I found somebody else who watches Nate the Hoof guy because the way that
No, there's a
man,
lot of us out there.
do you know what I don't know what Nate the Hoof guy's face looks like, but Nate the Hoof guy could put me to sleep.
Well,
We're
that and
back with another episode of Nate the Hoof guy. If you can see here, this cow had a protruding and then it's like juice flows out of the cow's
oh my
hoof.
god.
Then they shave it down and then he
I
puts
love it.
something on it, wraps it up. Welcome
Yeah.
back to Nate the Hoof guy. It's like,
What else is on your algorithm?
let me see. I wrote some stuff down.
I should have come more prepared.
That's okay. We'll do it next week. This is our first episode. Oh, I literally have Coachella influencers and bento boxes. Okay, the other one, the thing that with my TikTok is I'm very unsuspecting in who I follow because I follow people on my TikTok that like I'm not their demographic. So Alex Earl, I love that girl.
Same.
I love her. I know that I'm probably old enough to be her mother, but I love her. I root for her. I want
Same.
her to win. Like, so that's been, I
See
was just going to say, go
did you
ahead.
see her fight with her sister this week?
So that's been on my algorithm was Ashton Earl and Alex Earl got into a fight. And if you have a sister, not one of us looked at this like this was a fight. Like, do you have a sister?
I have two brothers, and
Uh, but like,
we fought in different ways, but I thought it was hysterical.
I can't believe people were saying that it was a fight. It was just them like bitching at each other. Like I punched my sister on the face on Easter morning.
Like
Like
this Easter?
this is
Like 2
no,
days
no,
ago?
no, no, no.
It's like, damn.
No, it was like probably like 15 years ago, but I was old enough to know the difference. I was old enough to know the difference. And I punched her and I ran away because I was like, she's going to beat my ass. My ass. But like,
my brothers and I did the same.
see, and I have a brother.
Okay, this is bad. I don't know if I should be saying this. We were way too old. We were hitting each other at way too old of an age. Because
Like-
it's weird because it's like men on women. It's a little
Same.
know.
Like me and my brother fist fought each other on the reg. And I'd say like through till teenagers,
Same.
you know, because you have to like get to the point where you're like, oh, we're too old to be doing this. I'd say I was probably like 18 or 19.
I'd say older.
Great. punch your brother. Every brother deserves like a punch. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
But wait, can we talk about Alex Earl? Please tell me you saw she went on a really bad date this
Yes.
week.
Uh-huh. I'm so glad because I feel so old like watching 25-year-old. I mean, how old is she? 27, 25?
She's young, but anyone can relate to this. Anyone who has gone on a bad Hinge date can relate to her story
It was
from
so
start to
good.
finish. She was way too nice to him too.
So she goes, this guy picks her up and is like, "Hey, I'm really hungry." Right? Like I just need to stop at Starbucks and get something to eat. And
Well,
she's like,
before that, he was like, I made plans. I made
"Oh, right,
reservations
right."
for like 7:30. He
And
picked her up like early in the afternoon.
at like
She's like, okay, what are
2:30.
we gonna do?
For 5 hours, I remember her saying, like, "Oh my God. It's been a minute since I've been on a date, but like the awkwardness of 5 hours with a stranger. No,
I
thank you."
know. And they were
Yeah.
driving to Malibu.
Which
That's a
was
long drive in
that sounds
traffic.
awful.
But continue explaining it.
Yeah, so she goes on the date. I can't remember what happened at the end, but basically she's like, we stopped at Starbucks. He said that he had a plan, and then we didn't have a plan, and we just kept driving in a car, which kind of gets creepy. And then I don't remember how it ended.
I think she made up some lie. Like she was like, "Oh, I have plans at 6:30. I got to get back to my house," which is great. You always have to have a backup plan. Like, "Oh, I'm busy tonight."
That's
So she did
hysterical.
that. But she was way too nice. I don't think he asked her any questions about herself. Oh, this is what he did. He was like, "So what do you do? OnlyFans?" Like you know he knows what she does.
And also like OnlyFans? You
He
know there's
was
a
trying
stigma
to
on
nag
that.
her. Yeah, he was trying to nag her. Like be like, "Oh, I don't pay attention to what you do."
Oh, what a tool bag. I
Yeah.
don't like that. She is to me, she's like the next up. I mean, I guess she's already coming. I was going to say up and coming, but she's like already she was probably one of the first influencers, right? That's like her
She
claim to fame.
she posted everything. I remember
Mm,
watching her videos. She would post everything. I
yeah,
mean, she posts herself crying. She posts her sister yelling at her. I love that.
me too. So relatable. Who are
Yeah.
some other folks on your feed? Just as we're like,
Let's
we're
see.
like wrapping up. Who are some folks on your
Yeah,
feed that
let's
you
see.
think we should know about?
Oh, this is so funny. I went to my TikTok to look, and before I got to my page, the first person I saw was you.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch your video.
From today? Did I post something today?
No,
Look,
but
I'm trying
maybe
to
it
get
just showed
TikTok
up.
famous over here. I'm just
I
trying
love
to
it.
make some money doing these.
Okay, wait. I follow Dr. Divya Srinivasa. Tell me you follow her.
I
Do
don't
you know
even know
who
what that
she?
means. I don't even know what you
Okay,
just said.
okay. Do you know who Kelly Dodd is from
Hell
The Real
yeah.
Housewives? I
Crazy
hate.
bitch.
Okay, I hate Kelly Dodd.
Crazy.
And this doctor, she's like this beautiful Indian woman. She is so smart and she just destroys Kelly. Like
That's her
every
job.
time. No, like she just goes on TikTok and just destroys Kelly. And Kelly started going back up against her. And she just has these amazing, exquisite arguments. I'm going to send you one of her videos.
Okay,
And she
great.
makes Kelly look, because she started coming at Kelly when Jill Zarin made that comment about Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. And then
So insane, Jill Zarin, you freaking white privileged little
she
B.
sucks. And then Kelly
Sucks.
Dodd, who is like hardcore MAGA, went
Yeah.
out and supported Jill Zarin. And then
Two
Dr.
morons.
Divya just went at her. And so they've had a war. It's been really entertaining.
I love that. All right, let me pull up mine and see what's
Yeah.
happening on what do I have? Okay, when I open mine, oops, okay, this is another thing I should say. I love the Kardashians.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's a hot take, but Kylie
It
Jenner
is a
was the
hot take.
I know. Kylie Jenner was the first one that just popped up on mine. And what was she doing? She was taking a PJ to Coachella.
Of course she was.
I'm such a loser.
Because she can't drive from LA to
I'm
Palm Springs.
such a fucking loser. The other person that I follow that I really like, she's more New York centric, I say. I don't know if that's like a thing.
Okay.
Her name's Caitlin Reagan. She's also very like significantly younger than me, and her fiance died from cancer. And she started her TikTok based like on her grief journey, and she's just really cool, chill. She's like I guess I keep saying up and coming influencer. She makes more money than me as an influencer. What am I talking about?
I need to look her up.
Yeah, she's great. And then she ended up falling in love with the fiance's best friend
That happens a lot.
after he died.
I know
Yeah.
somebody who did that.
But it like
I don't know
makes
what it is.
sense.
I guess it's like you're the only you're connected.
Trauma
You're the
bonding
only
for
person who
sure.
knew them as much as I did. It's
Right.
so
And
weird that I
like
actually know somebody who did that too.
in real life, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same thing, her husband died of cancer.
Fucking hell. If you could have anybody on your algorithm follow you back, who would you want it to be?
Oh my God. Let me look.
Ooh.
Who would yours be? You know who mine would be? Benny Drama.
See, Benny Blanco is another good follow. Sorry, that just like made me.
Yeah, he
Benny
is a
Blanco.
good one. Who would your dream follower be?
Kiki Palmer.
Oh, that's
Kiki
a good
Palmer.
one.
Kiki Palmer. I just want to be friends with her. I also am manifesting like working with her one day. So Kiki Palmer.
I love it.
Yeah. I think to wrap up, like come and join us every week. We're going to be talking about our algorithms, obviously. We're going to be talking about life drama, what's happening in the Bravo sphere, what's happening in pop culture, what we're listening to, what we're reading, what we're liking. So join us every week as we shoot the shit. Amy and Maria. What is it again? What's
What are
our
we
title?
calling it? Something about the algorithm.
Something about the algorithm. Join us every week by what is it? According to the algorithm.
According to the algorithm. We'll get
Join
it
us every week on According to the Algorithm. And we'll see you next week, friends.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.